Today we are making over this crusty old chain link fence. I have been dreaming of doing this project for a long time, and today is finally the day we're going to tackle it. First things first, we're going to head to Home Depot and pick up the goods. If you're new here, hi, my name's Nissa and I make videos about motherhood and homemaking. I'm a DIYer and a thrifter. Here are the things we got at Home Depot. I am using this Rust-Oleum High Performance Protective Enamel Paint. It is meant for rusty and metal surfaces. This 1 1/4 inch nap roller, and we are going to get started on rolling this black paint out on the chain link fence. The can of paint was only $56, and the spray paint, if I remember correctly, was around $15. So altogether, this is a very budget-friendly project that makes a huge difference to your curb appeal. The only downside to it is that it is very tedious, making sure that all of the old rust and green on a typical chain link fence is completely covered in black. I hate the way that my house looks from the outside. We moved here 5 years ago and it was a complete flip. We had to completely gut the inside and redo it, and now we are on to updating the outside of the house. I don't think we're ever going to replace the siding on it, but I do have big plans for our front porch and I'm hoping to get that done this summer. So if you're interested in that video coming up, definitely consider liking and subscribing. I am 26 years old and a mama of 3, 2 boys and 1 girl. If there's one thing that you could take away from this video, please do not do this in the wind. I learned that the hard way and had a horrible mishap painting this fence, so stay tuned to see what happened. It may look easy while I'm rolling all of this paint on, however, I did have to really press in and go over a lot of spots multiple times. Here is a close-up of what it really looks like rolling the paint on. This paint is oil-based and it will stain anything it touches, especially your hands. I literally still have black paint all over my hands, so I highly recommend wearing gloves while doing this project. And here's what happened. It was so tragic. The wind blew over my can of paint and literally stained my neighbor's sidewalk. Thankfully, she is literally an angel and one of the nicest people I have ever met and was so gracious and kind to me about it. I am going to try and do my best to clean it off some way, but that is not in this video. I need to do some research on that. I originally wanted to try out using the paintbrush on these tedious spots, and I did not love how it was turning out. It just was taking a really long time, and the paintbrush really was like wearing away because this is such a difficult type of paint to work with. And I just got the cheap basic paint brushes because I didn't want to spend an arm and a leg on this project. But I did end up realizing that using the spray paint on the other side of these poles where the chain link fence leans up against it is a must, and just made this project go so much quicker. This is what I'm talking about, where the spray paint just came in handy. This literally took me like 2 minutes to get all of this covered, and if I went ahead and painted this with a paintbrush, I would have been out here for hours. also went ahead and spray painted the bottom. I made sure to use a piece of cardboard so that more paint wouldn't get on the sidewalk. When you're walking past this chain link fence, it's very easy to see all the green spots. You can actually see a little bit in this clip. And I did go in with the spray paint and a paintbrush and touch all of that up. Alright, I'm literally a mess. We went through 3 of these paintbrushes. I only have 2, one we used yesterday. But I got this sign from the dollar store. I was thinking it might be really nice if I hung it right there. So we're gonna do that. Just send this. It was lying around in my basement, so that's what we're going with. Alright, sorry the audio wasn't great, but like I said, I found that hook in my basement and I liked that it was white and blended in with the fence. Also, if you can tell by my shirt, we live in Pennsylvania and we have a camper at the Jersey Shore. I've gotten so much stuff from the dollar store for the camper, and honestly, I really like the stuff that they have there, and it's nice that it's mostly $1.75, $1.50, whatever it is now. Moving on, I ordered some planters from Amazon. They hang over the fence and I got black ones. I really like that they're black and they blend in with the fence perfectly. And then I also have some flowers that I had in my basement for a couple of months, and I'm gonna bend them and put them into the planters. I really liked how they turned out. I think they're like fall ones, but honestly I think they look really cute for spring. I am only gonna use one of these baskets for right now, but I do like that they came in a 3-pack and I have 2 extras to use eventually. Before I go ahead and put the flowers out, I am going to wrap up this hose. We often have the hose in the yard to fill up our water table, so it's always out, and I just want to wrap it up so it looks neater. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the leaf blower and blow off all the leaves and dirt and sticks that are along the side of the house. I believe this is an old butter can and I spray painted it blue. My neighbors put it out in front of their house in the trash a couple years back and I ended up trash packing it, but I have a few extra of these stems, so I'm going to go ahead and put them in here for right now. When it gets warmer out, I am going to put real flowers in here eventually. I also had a few of these drapey eucalyptus stems that I got from the dollar store, and I went ahead and stuck them in also. I don't think the colors really match perfectly, but I do like the texture that they added and the way that they draped over the side. Onto the front fence, I am now adding this basket on, and I think it literally matches perfectly. I am obsessed with it so much, and I think it's so clean and girly. And then I got these little bells from the dollar store. I got 2 of them thinking to add one on either side, but I honestly didn't love the way they looked, so I decided to move them, and I put one on the one side of this fence and one underneath of the basket. If you made it this far, I would just like to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you got some inspiration from this video, and I hope you consider liking and subscribing. Alright, God bless.